Boom. Okay, we're back. Just got a free drink from my boy working at Jersey Mike's. My roommate, love him. Also part of the top 3. And then, what's it called? And what happened was some dude canceled their online order, but they already made the order. So there's like 3 extra subs. And I walked by, he's actually this dude right here. That's right here. He's driving. I think he's doing DoorDash or something. But he said, I was like, yo, bro, just give me these free subs. You want an extra sub? You want just like free sub? He was like, nah, I'm okay, bro. Maybe there's someone else that needs it more. I'm like, okay. I'm liking this. This sounds like a good little side adventure. Let me go find somebody to give my subs to. Pause. So now that's what I'm gonna do. I know there's sometimes there's some homeless dudes, but it's low-key raining middle of November or end of November. And I don't know. I think this is a good moment. I want to go like spread some like love, man. I think that's the problem. People try to be making their birthdays all about them, and they get all sad when like they don't get everyone in the world is like making it a perfect day. Maybe that's me because I have warped sense of attention and like of like I don't know. I crave attention, by the way. Like it's like pretty obvious, I think, and yeah, like maybe the solution to because every time I just have sad birthdays, you know, and I don't know why. I don't even know what the fuck the word is. I don't ever do anything on my birthdays, and like my birthdays are generally pretty good, as in like objectively speaking. But it's something about it. I just get sad when on my birthday, you know. So now I just gotta find some like homeless person, some dude to give a sandwich to. If I was a homeless person, where would I be? Where would I be, man? That's a dude. That's fire, man. Hell yeah. He looked like a nice guy, man. He looked like a guy that had his life put together. So I fuck with that. I really fuck with that. Good for him, man. Way to you know, do the scheme and scheme it right. You know, getting like the whole life put together. He got a girl. You know, he's probably married her. That's his fiance or something like that. Looks like a stand-up guy. He's eating Chipotle. Okay, good for him. Good for him, bruh. Let's see, bro. Come on, bro. Bro, this is so good. Jersey Mike's subs. I know that y'all living off of McDonald's, bro. I'm trying to. No, bro. There's no homeless dude. There's no homeless dude. No, there's no homeless person. What? Bro, I'm trying. God forbid I try to do something nice, bro. Get my mind off all the like sadness I have, because I always just get sad on my birthdays. I don't know why I get sad on my birthdays, bro. God. Maybe it's because I know time is ever marching forward and I get closer and closer to my death and I'm scared of my own mortality. No, it's not even this. I'm just saying shit. I'm not scared of dying. I'm just scared of never having lived. That's the real fear. But it's like, damn, bro, like, can a brother find a homeless man? Or woman or child? Probably, like a child would kind of be fine. That'd be kind of, you know, that'd probably be like the biggest ratio of like givingness. Where are the homeless people, bro? Like what? There's always a dude camped out there during the summer. I see it's the same dude. And he's low-key big as hell. He's kind of fat. I don't know how that works. But like, but plus it's raining, bruh. Like there's a shelter, I think, over here. Something like there. Like maybe I could like get some like sandwiches or something, bro. I don't know. But like only have 3 sandwiches. I don't want like, I can't, you can't donate 3 Jersey Mike subs. Like that's kind of like weird. I feel like, I don't know, man. It's sometimes I think on like the whole like I don't know. I was talking with this dude in one of my classes the other day, and we were talking about, can money buy you happiness? Yes, money can buy you happiness. Yes, 1,000,000%. I'm always gonna be on that train. You're never gonna, bro. I ain't never seen a person cry in a Lamborghini, bro. But you know, stepping back from the superficial, like, okay, wait, hold up. There might be a homeless person over here. But it's nighttime. That's the thing, bro. I'll check this parking lot though, because sometimes they be camping out in this parking lot. And like, what was I saying? And he was like, and I was like, yes, happiness can be bought with money. Okay, just a little side tangent on that thing. If you know what will make you happy, what would make me happy right now? Well, actually, right now in this moment is to find a homeless person. That made me happy because I could give him my subs, and like that'd be fire. And then, but regardless of that, in a more like fulfillment and larger, bigger picture kind of sense, what would make me happy is to travel the world and experience a lot of things. Like there's so many different angles to life in the general sense of like living a fulfilled life and whatnot. But I think that one of those angles is that every person on this planet is a little like node, okay, little set like that experiences and collects data, okay, and it collects data through experiences, and I want to collect the best data. I want to see. I want to see the most I can see. I want to connect with the most amount of people I can connect with. I want to experience life that's broader than just the life I've been kind of peddled. And nothing wrong with the life. Like, I mean, we could get into that about expectations for living. I think that I have warped expectations. I think that stems from online media, right? Like, because it's just the deal that you sign up for, and that's coming from someone who is in the top, probably like 1% of the world. The whole world, probably less than that, probably 0.05%. Where like, I am so fortunate. I'm driving a car right now. I have free food that I'm trying to give away. I literally have so much abundance in my life. Could you imagine? I could conceive that. I have so much abundance that I don't know, dude, here. There's just a bunch of stuff. What? Okay. Well. But it's so hard to conceive how that I am in the top 0.1% of the world of a life that you could live. Objectively. Not thinking of it from some like superiority thing, which I wish it was never like that, because I wish that if I was God, I would wave my hand and a person would never have to store all of their worldly belongings in 3 shopping carts outside while it's raining. That just should not be a condition that a human goes through. That shouldn't be data we're collecting, right, from a human, if you want to think about it a little bit more like analytically from that angle. But I can't. So I'm just saying that objectively there are better lives to live. And I'm so fortunate that I have so much abundance in my life that I'm trying to give away sandwiches that were given to me for free. I didn't even pay for them. They were just handed away like nothing. That is crazy. You know how unheard of that is in like in nature. No squirrel is gonna be like, yo, chill, bro. You could, man, have all my nuts, bro. Take them all. Take all my walnuts. Bro. I don't even care, bro. Take all my chestnuts. Like they never, bro. Y'all watched Ice Age? Y'all seen a fucking scratch, right? Scratch, like scrambling for one fucking acorn, bro. Doing all that shit for one acorn. Never hand away 3 meals for free. And then give it to someone that also has so much abundance that they want to give it away for free as well. It's crazy. It's crazy how lucky I am. In saying all of that, how grateful I am, how aware I am of my privilege, I'm not happy with the current life that I'm being prescribed. Which is just crazy to me. Is that if I'm not happy, then how do these other people who seem happy but seem to be living lives that are not as abundance, not as bountiful, how are they happy? I don't get it. So I don't know. That's a big question. Obviously, that's a big question. But it's like, yeah, that's a question I don't have the answer to. Or wish I did. I'd solve the happiness problem. But yeah, anyways. But just saying that if I had a shit ton of money, I would be happy because I could every altruistic thing I wanted to do, I could do. And then I could also experience a shit ton of stuff, and I could live a life that's not full of the same mundane experiences. So yeah. But anyways, what was I talking about? Oh man, I totally lost track, bro. I was talking about this dude. We talked about happiness, and then we also talked about like giving and stuff like that. Huh. Okay, well now I just completely lost my train of thought. I don't know. I still haven't even found a homeless dude. Now I don't really know what to do with these subs. And I'm not saying first of all, I don't really want them because I don't like tuna. Again, my God, how amazing of a life do I have where I can literally say I get handed free food? Literally, that's crazy to me. That's crazy that I can sit here and be like, yeah, I don't really like tuna. Do you know how crazy that is? Crazy. Insane. If I was in nature, you gotta just eat whatever the fuck you can find. I just found these shits lying around. It's free food. And I'm like, I don't really like tuna, bro. It's like a tuna sub. Roast beef is not really my thing. You know, so I'm probably just gonna like just not even eat them. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Like, what? Oh shit, I'm at the gym. I'm at the gym right now. What the hell? What the helly? I'm such a retard. Holy shit. Is Chase here right now? No way. Let me check the cars. Where are the homeless people, bro? My God, man. If I was a homeless person, where would I be? Anyways, I don't know. No ways Rady here, bro. I would love to see Rady, bro. That shit would be dummy tough. I didn't even lift today, bro. Wait, let me just pull it up. Let me just peep who's in this gym. There's like nobody here. So Sunday at 6 o'clock. No one's here, really? Really not getting after it? I don't really go to the gym though. I've been here a couple of times. I have to get a day pass. I don't really want to do that. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Okay, where would I be if I'm a homeless person? Homeless person, bro. It's raining too, man. That dude's fucking jacked. Holy shit. Alright, bro, like, if I was a homeless person, where would I be? Taco Bell. But I already passed. There. I can't even get in because I don't. They're close. Like it's 24 hours, but you have to have a code. I don't have the code because I don't have a membership here, so I can't. I don't even think I can get the day pass. Oh, that kind of sucks. Well, what can you do? That'd be fire, bro. But okay, bro. Well, I don't want to be mad here, but they say homelessness is a problem. I'm not seeing a homeless person. What gives, bro? What gives? Is that a police officer? Let me see if this guy knows where any homeless people are. Maybe he wants a sandwich. There's someone in there? Oh. Wait, excuse me? Yes, sir. I know it's weird. I was at Jersey Mike's. They gave me a free sub. You want one? I'm trying to like find one.
That's alright. I appreciate it. I actually just ordered a sub from Pizza Palace.
Pizza Palace.
I'm just waiting for my food to be ready too.
Yeah. I was trying to find a homeless person.
Yeah, you know, I mean, a lot of them are usually sitting on the corners of like Route 12.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, there's a woman that's usually from the TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx?
Yeah, she's usually out there this time.
Okay.
Yeah, give it to one of them. They'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, appreciate one of you too. So
cool. Thanks, man. Thank you.
Oh hell yeah! Okay, so talk to the cop. I don't know if you all heard that. give me a lead where I can find a homeless lady, which is fire, man. That's hell yeah. W cop, bro. Knowing the community. I mess with that. And he said that he low-key is also just sitting here waiting for his food. That's kind of fire. You know, W cop, man. He looked like a stand-up dude. Was I a little scared when he got out as a person of color? Yes. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Cops are that's scary, bro. When I pulled up, I was thinking like, damn, I hope this dude don't think that I'm like some like, you know, crackhead or something like that. That's gonna like try and shoot him because I'm like reaching for something down here. Like obviously you can see I'm reaching, and like I know that cops do face that. So like I understand why they have like a lot of people. You know, we can get into the politics of police officers, but I don't think people give them enough credit. It's super easy for someone like me to be like, yeah, why would you ever assume that I would do something? Right? They're like, no, I'm a good person. Like I would never harm someone like a cop or anything like that, right? But the thing is that they don't know you. They don't know me. They literally, they are the front lines of people that interact with people who are dangerous, that are trying to hurt them, right? It's like, so obviously, like, you would, if you were in the cop's position, you would go into like every scenario with the assumption that someone might hurt you. Because when you don't, every time, if you like, or just like, you know, willy-nilly with it, that's when you get hurt. Because that one time when someone is, you know, dangerous, you're not ready because you're not prepared. So, okay, so is there actually a lady here? I think they done took protection from the rain. But yeah, but like, I don't know. When he came out and he low-key, he did the resting the thing on the hip, right where the switch is. I was a little scared. I was like, but then, you know, once like, your boy pops out, I look like a, you know, well-respected, well-behaved child. And I'm Asian too. Well-behaving race is what they think. So should be all chill. Or it was all good. Because it's a donation center. There's gotta be a homeless person here, bruh. Damn. I'm just trying to give away some free subs. It's like a homeless lady back here, bruh. Is she homeless? She don't look homeless. She wearing Balenci. Not really. It's a Goodwill. Okay, so now I'm in the back parking lot. See, this is where it kind of gets sketchy, bro. Like, I'm not trying to get hurt, bro. I'm just trying to give away some free subs, man. That's all I'm trying to do. You know, okay, it's just gotta be, bro. This is such a chill spot. If I was a homeless dude, this is where I'd be at. Really, bro? Where? What? If you don't have a home, where do people go? What? I guess that's the benefit. You're more mobile when you're homeless. So you're like you're really a risk taker, go-getter, some would say. Still not finding this, bro. Still not finding this. Like, that's such a chill spot, and no one's there. Oh my god. Yeah, but that guy seemed like a good guy. Seemed like a good cop. Once, you know, I done made it clear I'm not a threat. I'm not a threat. Just handing out some subs. That's all I'm trying to do. Yeah, cops definitely scary, bro. Definitely scary. But that's the thing. Most of them are good people. Like, I think that the problem is that, like, a few bad cops, you know, give everyone else a bad rap. You know? Which is rhetoric that can be used on both ends of the comment. Well, see, this is the problem. Is that we're a society, right? And there's such a big issue when there's just groups of people who, like, I don't want to say factions, but just like where people are just pitted against each other from the start. That the presumption is that someone that's, you know, it's like, obviously I can't speak on this. This is just my opinion from like media, social media, and, you know, looking at stuff. This is like, I'm not speaking from experience. I could be totally wrong. I just want to point that out, right? But there's an issue when, let's say you go to like an underdeveloped community and it's like a young African American kid. There's a presumption, at least from my perspective, from like my understanding, there's a presumption that the cop is against you if you're that kid, right? And they could be 100% right. like 1,000,000% right that there are cops that are just out to get people because they're on some stupid power trip and they want to, you know, they have little control, or, you know, maybe like in their childhood they didn't have control and they want to exert control over other people because that's, you know, what they were missing as a kid or some shit. Not trying to psychoanalyze everyone, but I'm sure that there's a cop out there that acts like that, right? And he is out to get them. And it's, you know, from the kid's perspective, it's totally fair for them to be like, yeah, all these cops are out to get me. And like I was saying with the cop thing, about how like they have to presume that everyone is dangerous. The kid probably has to presume that every cop is out to get them, or else maybe like, you know, they're gonna do something dumb, or, you know, something bad could happen, which just sucks. That it always is just people, you know, not acting with common human decency, just genuinely people that don't understand that like the world is so, you know, it's an oxymoron, but it's big and it's small at the same time, right? And the like, and it's like, and people just don't give the grace that it should be given. Like, it makes me so mad. It just makes me so just mad when people can't ever see the bigger picture, or can't ever consider like bigger questions. People don't like to ask the big questions and stuff like that, but also just that they can't conceive that we're all of the same species, we're all of the same, like, cut from the same ilk. Like, we're all just humans, man. We're all people, and every person should be given a certain amount of grace. And it's just, I see it time and time again where it just fails. It just, humans just cannot get over it. They make up these lines that don't exist. They say, you're a different color than me, then I gotta act different. You're from a different region of some arbitrarily driven drawn map. That means that I don't like you. You're from the east side of this map that we just drew up. It's all arbitrary. You know, if you look at the globe, you see all sorts of lines, you know, this country, there's border here, border. We made those up. We are all people, come from the same planet. You know, we came from the same ancestors. We're all just people. We are all just people. And I saw this video the other day. There's a big drama. I think it was I'm not sure what college, but it was a college. I think it was UCF. I think that's the initial. I don't even know what college that is. University of like Central Florida or something like that. I don't know. But I saw it was a video of these Muslim brothers that were praying. Okay, they were on their prayer mats. They were facing obviously towards Mecca, I'm assuming, and they were praying. And then these I'm gonna use the race because I think it's important here. These white people, okay, these just neo-Nazi-esque people can't come up to them, starts eating bacon in front of them, and saying, "Oh, you can eat it now. It's new in the Bible. You're a Muslim guy. Doesn't matter. It's all just blah 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 blah. Jesus is king. Listen to Jesus. You're going straight to hell. Muhammad's a lie." And peace be upon him. I was sat there with so much anger, this righteous anger inside of me. Just, I could not believe that this person was sitting there, and it was like 3 people pressing these kids basically for practicing their religion in a country whose First Amendment, the amendment that I'm sure that these white fucks used to, they literally used the First Amendment. They used the First Amendment. They said, "Oh, this is free speech, man." Even though it's clearly hate speech and infringing on the own amendment that you're using to give credence to your actions. They were saying, "Oh, it's First Amendment. We can say whatever we want, whatever, bro." The First Amendment protects the freedom of expression of different religions. It's the reason why you can practice Christianity. It's the reason why these Muslims can practice their faith. That's why they can practice Islam. It's like, it just makes me so mad. The only reason that you can practice it is because of the arbitrary rule that we've drawn up. And you dare to use that as to protect you when you get pressed for saying, "What are you doing, man? Let them practice what they want to practice." And I'm not a theologian, but first of all, do you realize that Islam, covets the person that you do, Jesus, as one of the as a extremely important prophet, okay? They literally respect the person that you worship. And if you really want to break it down, because I'm not a religious person, it all comes down to faith, okay? You just happen to believe because you were born in a different region, because, there was a different line drawn. You were born into some place that practiced Christianity, and now you put your faith in some system that says, hey, Jesus is king, Jesus is was here, and Jesus is God and is God's son. My God, are you that stupid where you couldn't conceive that maybe someone was born somewhere else, grew up in a different faith system, in which they have faith that a different person was God's chosen, a different person was given Allah's word? Like, it's such a small discrepancy that they use that to justify hate, just to justify hating someone else, and it makes zero sense. It makes me so mad. And it's not who, if we're speaking in like geopolitical terms, that's not who Americans are. And it pisses me off because those freaking white shitheads probably think that they're American as fuck, and I'm all about America, baby. Like, no the fuck you aren't. You are literally going against the whole concept of what America is. And I think that it's lost in the modern day. People think that, first of all, they think it's a conservative trait to be patriotic. I love America. I'm extremely patriotic. Like, I think it's the greatest country on earth. But it's not because we uphold these bigots who think it's okay to belittle people because of a difference in religion, but instead because I think that Americans are the people that will give their shirt off their back to help someone. I think that America is a place that does that. And I saw this other video. It was during this hurricane in the Bahamas. It was like Jamaica or something like that. And these American tourists were at a resort. They're on vacation. This is their time to relax and just chill. And, they get hit by the hurricane. The resort is like cleaning up. It's like, trying to fix the place and stuff. And this interview goes around to these people and says, where are you from? And it's all American people. Not all, but like one guy from Canada or something like that. But it's a bunch of Americans all helping on their vacation, just helping to clean up. They're paying to be there. They're paying to help. It's like they don't have to help at all. And it's like, oh, I'm from Florida, and it's like a very like southern white guy. And then it's like, oh, I'm from Philadelphia. It's like a black guy. It's like Asian. It's every race from all corners of America. One guy's like California. One guy's, oh, I'm from Washington. Oh, I'm from, freaking Maine or whatever. It's like they're from all over America, and they look different. They are from different regions, and they, speak different accents, but they all have this common sense that they have to help. And that's what I believe America is. And I think that that's being lost when you have these bigots who feel, justified to look down upon another person for believing in a religion, in which, I could look down on both of you for believing in a religion and say, oh, I'm so smart, I'm an atheist, and I know it doesn't make any sense. But no, why would I do that? Why would I do that? Like, the same logic that's used for both faiths. And, I could develop some sort of superiority complex and be like, I'm so smart because I don't believe in religion, and you guys are both idiots, and look down on both of them. But no, instead, I look at them as just regular people. Oh, no, not those white fucking racists. Those people were just absolute shitheads. And honestly, they also look like bitches. I'll probably slap the fuck out of them. Well, I am talking behind a screen, maybe not, but who knows? But I pray that one day I see something like that happening, and I know for a fact, because I know there must have been people walking by just sitting there not doing anything. I know for a fact I'm never going to let that happen. I'm going to step in and I say, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? God, it just pisses me off. Yeah, I know, I've been talking for a minute. I still haven't found a homeless person to give these sandwiches to, bro. This freaking sucks. God. Yeah, but I mean, I just find it so frustrating, man, when people just let people live, man. Let people live. Don't let people, like, who Who cares if someone doesn't believe in the same thing as you? Who gives a fuck? It shouldn't matter, and it doesn't. If you have, for two brain cells to rub together. Like, my God, it just pisses me off. It's just like, why, man? Why spread hate? Not on some like lovey-dovey stuff. You don't gotta spread love, but why go out of your way just to make other people feel worse, to look down on people? When no man and no woman is better than anyone else. Non-binary, I don't give a fuck. No person, no human is better than anyone else. No one fundamentally is better. We could talk about philosophy, and we could talk about natural rights, and you're born with natural stuff, and whatnot. But when it comes down to it, we're all just humans, just living life, man. That's all it is. Hold up. Sir, I have some extra sandwiches. I was at the sandwich store. They just gave me some extra. Do you want one?
I can't hear you.
I have some extra sandwiches here.
Okay.
You want one? I don't know what they are. The store just gave me them. You have all three if you want. Yeah.
Three's good for me.
Exactly. All right, have a good happy holidays, man.
Yeah, good holiday.
Yo, W, man. Boom. Secured it. Gave the homeless. I think he's homeless. You don't look like he got a home. Oh shit, he walking into the store. I might have just given this some dude. I thought he was homeless. He looked homeless. I'm like, but who cares, bro? Maybe he's gonna spread the good deed on. Like, you never know what a little gesture can do for people. Like, holding a door for someone can just make someone's day a little bit better. They go and do something. They feel a little bit better. They're gonna tip a little bit more on their DoorDash order later that day. DoorDash driver gets a little tip. He's like, damn, let's go, bro. Just got an extra like $3. Hell yeah. He goes, man, let me round up on my order or some shit. Let me go like donate some money. Or just, positivity spreads like crazy. And it doesn't make sense why you would just go out of your way to hate, man. Why would you, what a fat ass, bro. Why would you go and buy bacon just to eat it in front of someone? Because their religion, you're wearing clothes that I'm sure uses multiple different fucking animal, fibers or whatever the fuck to, make it. That's against your religion, bro. You should be stoned, okay? That shit's in the Bible. How are you gonna have this uppity up, fucking snubbing your nose, thinking oh yeah, looking down on other people because of their religious traditions, when you're not even an actual tenant of your own religion and your own faith, okay? Gosh, you don't even practice your own religion. And how are you gonna look down on people actively practicing and being benevolent followers of their religion when you can't even do that for your own? Like I was saying, when everyone was born as a fundamentally on the same level, you can definitely increase your level by being a good person, morally, we could talk whatever fucking moral theory or ethical value theory you could talk about. But morality doesn't have to be from a textbook. Sometimes it's just a gut feeling. You just know that the people there sitting praying to their God are good people comparatively to the fuck-ass idiots, eating fucking pork in front of them. That's a gut feeling. Kant never wrote about that shit. Mills never said fuck all about that. And Aristotle never even knew what a fucking Muslim was. But instead, so you don't have to get your morality from that. It's just a gut feeling. It's just a feeling you just know that that's wrong. And I know that that's wrong. And I know that those people are morally corrupt. And that they fall so far below the threshold for being a good person. And it just, yeah. When I feel good about myself though, even if that dude wasn't homeless, he looked homeless. He looked disheveled. I'm not saying I wish homelessness on anyone, but I hope that I gave it to a dude that actually needed the sandwiches. But who knows, man? Maybe he's gonna hand out the sandwiches or whatever. But yeah, he seemed grateful. I said happy holidays. Boom. Y'all saw me. I was like, yo, you want some fucking food? Like, damn. But yeah, I don't know, man. I've been ranting about that shit for a while now, but I think it's very I think it's very relevant. I think it's also very true. But these fucking jackasses just aren't just not good people, man. It just pisses me off. And that's why, honestly, when I consider these questions, I'm a good person, bro. Okay, I've been recently I've kind of been not struggling, but I've been grappling with it a little bit, of like my own morality, you know, my own ethics. Am I a good person? Do I live a good life, a morally good life? You know, am I a kind person? And I've been kind of wavering in my answer. Like, I want to believe that I'm a good person. I want to believe that I'm a nice person. I just want to believe that, right? Because I think everyone wants to think that they're the hero of a story, and they think that, right? Those people that were acting like animals in front of these Muslim students were in a twisted way believed that they were doing something on behalf of a god, or on behalf of a religion or whatever, and they'd probably think, yeah, shit, we really got him. You know, I did the good thing. I did the right thing because I'm spreading God's love. You know, no hate like Christian love is what they say. But, you know, furthermore from that, they believe that they're good people, right? Which is scary. That's scary. That's really scary that people like sitting there infringing people's First Amendment rights can really sit there and think that, yeah, I'm a good person. Shit. Yeah, I'm not morally corrupt, but in actuality they are. And so, you know, from my perspective, I always think that I'm a good person because everyone thinks that they're a good person. You ask anyone, unless I think that you'd have to meet someone who's extremely self-aware or not even self-aware, just someone that is at least considers their own morality to get an answer that's not, yeah, I'm a good person. Or not even that. Because people might be afraid to commit to that such a broad and like wide assessment of themselves. But I think that if you ask people, like, are you kind? Are you nice? They'll say, yeah, I'm a nice person. I'm nice to people. I always say hello, or, you know, when people really get to know me, I'm kind, right? And all they're alluding to is that, yeah, they think that they're a good person. Everyone does. And it's a really long-winded way of me saying that when I look at people that do things like that, like, you know, eating pork in front of these students, I feel way more secure knowing that, yeah, maybe I'm not Gandhi. Whoa, pause. Gandhi was definitely a pedophile and like definitely did weird stuff with like 13-year-old girls and was definitely like for sure weird as hell. So I don't want to be like Gandhi. He's probably a morally corrupt actor in this whole shebang that we call life. But, you know, people think he's good. He's not really. Let's say MLK definitely had an affair with his wife, and like definitely like was like messing with like a hooker or something like that. But it was like low key a CIA sting operation because the CIA was trying to bring down black communities or something. I don't know. We're not gonna. Who's a morally good person? That's actually a good question. That's a really good question. Let's say like Pope Francis is probably a pretty good person, right? You could say I don't know. It's hard to just name one just morally good person. I'm not going to try anymore. But what I was wanting to say is that I think that being a good person, right? I think that, you know, I know that I'm not a perfect morally, you know, moral person all the time. But I know for sure that I would never do anything like that, and that I guess that gives me a little bit of security when it comes to my own morality. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't really have a point here. Just me personally, right? Like, that's another like just amazing just ability humans have. Like, I just put myself into this whole like different realm of thought, like just thinking about stuff in like a really big picture, and I kind of just forgot about my own personal problems right now and how I don't really super like my birthdays and how I get sad on my birthdays. I don't feel that sad anymore because I've been thinking about these bigger picture topics. I don't know. That's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. Yeah, I don't really have a lot more to say. Yeah, just like spread positivity, bro, or just don't spread hate. Like, it's not that hard, because you like. But the problem is that people like just people have just do not know anything about morality or ethics, like anything. People are just so oblivious to it. People just operate under the assumption that they are a good person and that their actions are good. No, bruh. No, that's not how it works. There has to be some, like, not a rule book. Like I said, sometimes morality just isn't as rigid as that. But for me, at least, I think there are some truisms, is what we call them in my class, of like, pretty much, 99% of the population can agree that killing someone out of cold blood is a bad thing. That's morally bad, right? Even though maybe it's not 100% factually true, because maybe in not everyone agrees to that, but generally we can all agree, and we call it a truism. And I think that there are just some truisms where it's like, yeah, I think everyone can agree that, especially in America, where we pride ourselves on freedom of speech and freedom of, press, freedom to follow any religion, that should be a truism, is where when you're trying to infringe on that, you're morally wrong. You're just in the wrong legally. You're just in the wrong. I mean, the intersection between ethics and law is pretty interesting. I don't know. It's like, because like I said, sometimes morality is not as rigid as a textbook, but law has to be. So it's it's interesting to fit these almost subjective issues into hard rules. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. I don't really have anything more else to say, I guess. First overthinking ways in video, being 18 years old. That's kind of cool. Personal side, am I happy? No. I feel kind of sad again, just because I'm thinking about my birthday. I don't know. I just don't know why, man. It pisses me off, but I feel better. So I gave away my sandwiches, did all this nice stuff, and makes me feel better about myself. Probably just gonna go home and play some Rainbow Six Siege. That'll be fun. Catch me on Twitch, Malik_HUI. Hui, it's my middle name, because I got a dope ass middle name. Probably gonna I don't know. Birthday, man. Oh shit, wait. 30 more minutes to 7-Eleven. That's actually when I was born. So that's kind of cool. That's neat. Just gonna. Then it's officially I'm turning 18, but I'm 18 right now. Melancholy. Gosh, man, my birthday is so melancholic. Yeah, I mean, kind of a longer video, but like I said, like I started off, this is a day I was expecting to be pensive about, and I guess I was, and it was not even about my birthday, which is interesting. This is kind of cool, That's what I'm saying, man. Like I was talking about, I think I said it really fast. It probably didn't really make a lot of sense, but I believe that maybe not my duty, but purpose or path to fulfillment is for me to just experience a lot of different things, because that's what I want to do. Because the world is small, and the world's small, and I want to experience a lot of things, and I think that doing so is, what the fuck am I talking about, bro? I just keep losing track of myself. And I think that I can do that if I'm Jesus, bro. I can't think. Oh yeah, and I can accomplish that goal of doing a lot of things, experiencing a lot of things by doing just adventures, and not saying this was a crazy adventure, but it was just fun. It was just fulfilling for me to just go and just do something. I'm finding more and more that I don't like just sitting around, which I'm about to do. But yeah, it just makes you feel stagnant. It gives me a headache too. I like just exploring, doing adventures. It was kind of fun, just driving around in parking lots, You know, talked to the police officer. Then I talked to the guy outside of the Jersey Mike's. Talked to the potentially homeless guy when I gave him the subs. It's like, yeah, it's lit. Today drained me. Damn, bro, we're going 4 over. Yeah, bro, it's my birthday, bro. I'm probably gonna post this when I get home. Why am I still on the camera, bro? What am I have nothing to talk about. Okay. Yeah, my brain is completely fried. Probably just gonna. I might just post this one. The first part, I was just kind of moping about. Oh my gosh. Yes, you got. Oh, so meditatively thinking about this. People watching this. Well, no one really watches my videos. So if you get to this point in the video, type down below. Say apples and bananas. Yeah, comment that down below. But building off of that, I was just fucking moping about, oh my god, I had no friends when I was a little kid, blah 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 blah. I'm such a loser, and like saying like, oh man, I don't know, shit. And then here I actually did stuff. It felt way better. It was probably way more entertaining. Who the fuck cares about me crying, bro? Like, who the fuck? Like, what? Real men don't cry. Everyone knows this. Real men should never be vulnerable with people because then they lose respect for you. Duh. Everyone knows this, man. That's why you have to bottle up all your emotions, never tell a soul, and just thug it out, man. Just thug it out. That's it. That's how I got through depression, bro. That shit was easy. It wasn't really, but shit, you just keep it pushing, bro. You just like thug it out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, you too get to be an 18-year-old kid that can give away subs. That's pretty lit. That's pretty lit. So yeah. Okay, I don't really have anything else to say. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. I'm 18. Damn, I'm legal. That's fire. Bye-bye, guys. Sorry about the bad mic quality. This would have been way better if I had my mic on. I should have put my mic on, but I was caught up in the moment. It's okay.